and you are looking here on this Saturday night at the most recent radar imagery from Typhoon Sanba. There's a very strong and violent storm system near the center on a 10-minute mid-average, actually seeing upwards of about 105 knots. That's down towards the south within this eye wall here. You can see actually the eye very clear here on the radar imagery, but also these outer rain bands already pushing over the southern Japanese islands, including Okinawa. You're already seeing winds above 50 to 60 knots, so definitely destructive winds already starting to gust here on station. But it's really here once you see these strong and basically very well organized bands, once those start to push on shore, that's when the pressure is drastically going to be dropping here. Those high winds are going to start to be put in, and definitely right now, if you are in, stay in. Do not plan on going back out. I actually just talked to James Reynolds not too long ago here, who is currently in Okinawa, and he was stating that many people are still out and about, and even some restaurants and shops are still open, which is rather surprising. Yet Okinawa is very battle-hardened, so when they hear a typhoon is coming, they basically wait until the last second to just go home and ride the storm out. But this one is not to be taken lightly. Look at this storm, a very symmetrically shaped storm. The eye went through an eye wall replacement cycle earlier this morning. That's why it looked a little filled in. Then it came back. You can see straight through to the water at this time. So once again, I actually saw a comment earlier on today, somebody saying my voice was a little bit serious. There's a reason behind that. It's a little more serious than my typical updates because this storm system is very violent. I, on the other hand, was supposed to go down to Okinawa to intercept the storm and try to watch it, but at this time, I'm somewhat thankful I did not, because at this time it does look like it is going to be a very violent and strong typhoon. We're talking about winds above 100 knots or even above 220 kilometers per hour here across the island, but also storm surge. You can see the center of circulation pushing off right through the center of this island, but just towards the east of that, the wind's going to be blowing onshore, pushing all that water in waves onshore. Some of these waves alone could be upwards of 10 meters high, and then on top of that, high tide is going to be in the morning hour. So all these factors combined are really going to make this storm very dangerous. Now at this time it does look like it's going to be making landfall in the eastern portions of Okinawa. So that's going to spare the western portions, including Naha, where much of the population is. That's actually just down here towards the southeast. But you're still going to be seeing these high winds, and also the storm surge is going to be more likely coming out of the northern portions of the island if it does stay on this exact track here and goes towards the east, because those winds will be wrapping around pushing from the north. So if any coastal homes on the north side of the island, you're going to be seeing these high waves, but also the storm surge. And also on the south side, the high waves, but if the wind's blowing offshore, not so much of a storm surge will be affecting. And here's a very unique image. This is taken from NASA's TRMM satellite, or the Tropical Rainfall Measurement Mission, and you can see this core of the highest winds, or the highest cloud tops, right around that center of circulation in this three-dimensional view. These are where those highest winds are. This was taken earlier on today. Okinawa is actually off here towards the north, but then I was talking about that really constrained outer rain bands around this storm system. You have the eye wall here, but right here you have those higher cloud tops, and once these hit, continued heavy rainfall is expected to set in, and as that pressure continues to drop, continue to expect these gusty winds to increase more and more. Now this is the GFS model outlook and has been rather concise, but all the models are really on the same page here, and this one takes the storm moving over the southern Japanese islands here. But good news for Okinawa here, this is by Sunday evening, the weather is already starting to clear up and those high winds will start to dive down. Most of Sunday is going to be rather treacherous, but at least by the afternoon, the evening hours, and then going into Monday, it's a holiday weekend here in Japan, so Monday it does look like it's going to be actually a rather beautiful day, so you want to get out there and enjoy that. Unfortunately, there might be some recovery efforts, but then unfortunately as well, going into Monday, South Korea, you are going to be impacted as well. So this is going to be a very dangerous situation for you once it starts clearing up there towards the south. And while I have the bigger picture up here, I want to talk about the heavy rains over the Philippines, around Manila, down towards Visayas. There's been reports of flooding. I do apologize for not covering you as much. I'm trying to concentrate on Okinawa right now to get that warning out there. But yes, there are serious flooding starting to occur across the Philippines. Expect these rains to continue through the weekend. So if any photos or videos of that flooding or any reports, please let us know here at westernpacificweather.com. Same goes in Okinawa. I hope your electricity is still on there so you can watch this video, but if it is off, obviously you might not be able to watch the video unless you're watching it on your iPhone or etc. But really, I'm putting this out there to try to continue to keep you informed here, especially for all the English-speaking viewers that really do not have the local TV stations on and continuing to watch this. So please stay safe out there, though, everybody. Have a safe night. do stay indoors and ride the storm out. All right.